Emotional eating is a common struggle that many people face, often using food as a coping mechanism for stress, anxiety, boredom, or other emotional challenges. This video aims to shed light on the phenomenon of emotional eating, its underlying causes, and effective strategies for overcoming food cravings. By understanding the roots of emotional eating, you can develop healthier habits and achieve greater emotional and physical well-being. What is emotional eating? Emotional eating refers to the consumption of food for reasons other than physical hunger. It's often a response to negative emotions or stress, leading individuals to seek comfort, distraction, or temporary relief through eating. Unlike physical hunger, which develops gradually and can be satisfied with any food, emotional hunger tends to come on suddenly, craving specific comfort foods that are typically high in sugar, fat, or salt. Signs of emotional eating: craving specific foods. Emotional eaters often crave specific types of comfort foods, such as sweets, chips, or fast food. Eating in response to emotions. Turning to food when feeling stressed, anxious, sad, or bored, rather than when physically hungry. Mindless eating. Eating without paying attention to the amount or type of food being consumed, often while watching TV or working. Guilt and shame. Feeling guilty or ashamed after eating, especially if it was triggered by emotions rather than hunger. Causes of emotional eating. Understanding the root causes of emotional eating is crucial for developing effective strategies to address it. Here are some common triggers. 1. Stress. Stress is a significant trigger for emotional eating. When stressed, the body releases cortisol, a hormone that can increase appetite and cravings for high-calorie foods. Eating these foods can provide a temporary sense of relief, but often leads to more stress and negative emotions in the long run. 2. Boredom. Eating out of boredom is another common trigger. When individuals lack stimulation or engagement, they may turn to food as a way to fill the void and pass the time. 3. Emotional distress. Negative emotions such as sadness, loneliness, or anxiety can drive people to seek comfort in food. Eating may temporarily numb these feelings, but it does not address the underlying emotional issues. 4. Childhood habits. Many emotional eating patterns are rooted in childhood. For example, being rewarded with treats for good behavior or being comforted with food when upset can establish a lifelong association between food and emotional comfort. 5. Social influences. Social situations and cultural norms can also contribute to emotional eating. Celebrations, family gatherings, and social events often revolve around food, making it challenging to separate emotional fulfillment from eating. The impact of emotional eating. Emotional eating can have several negative consequences on both physical and mental health. 1. Weight gain and obesity. Emotional eating often involves consuming high-calorie, low-nutrient foods, leading to weight gain and an increased risk of obesity. This, in turn, can lead to various health issues such as diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. 2. Poor nutritional choices. Relying on food for emotional comfort often results in poor nutritional choices. Over time, this can lead to nutrient deficiencies and a weakened immune system. 3. Emotional distress. While emotional eating may provide temporary relief, it often leads to feelings of guilt, shame, and frustration. This can create a vicious cycle where negative emotions drive further emotional eating. 4. Impact on self-esteem. Struggling with emotional eating can negatively impact self-esteem and body image. This can lead to further emotional distress and perpetuate unhealthy eating habits. Strategies to overcome emotional eating. Overcoming emotional eating requires a multifaceted approach that addresses both the emotional triggers and the behavior patterns associated with it. Here are some effective strategies. 1. Identify triggers. The first step in overcoming emotional eating is to identify your specific triggers. Keep a food diary to track what you eat, when you eat, and what emotions you experience at the time. This can help you recognize patterns and pinpoint the situations or feelings that lead to emotional eating. 2. Develop healthy coping mechanisms. Finding alternative ways to cope with emotions is crucial. Here are some healthy coping mechanisms to consider. Exercise. Physical activity can help reduce stress, boost mood, and provide a healthy outlet for emotions. Mindfulness and meditation. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can help you stay present, manage stress, and become more aware of your emotional triggers. Journaling. Writing about your feelings can provide an emotional release and help you process difficult emotions without turning to food. Social support. Talking to a friend, family member, or therapist can provide emotional support and help you work through your feelings. 3. Create a supportive environment. Your environment plays a significant role in emotional eating. Make changes to create a supportive environment that reduces temptations and encourages healthy choices. Stock healthy foods. Keep nutritious snacks and foods readily available, and avoid stocking your pantry with high-calorie comfort foods. Meal planning. Plan and prepare balanced meals to reduce the temptation to reach for unhealthy snacks when emotions run high. Mindful eating. Practice mindful eating by paying attention to your food, savoring each bite, and eating without distractions. 4. Address underlying emotional issues. Emotional eating often stems from unresolved emotional issues. Working with a therapist or counselor can help you explore and address these underlying issues, leading to healthier coping mechanisms and a better relationship with food. 5. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself during this journey. Emotional eating is a common struggle, and it's essential to approach it with self-compassion. Acknowledge your efforts and progress, and avoid harsh self-criticism. 6. Set realistic goals. Set realistic, achievable goals for your eating habits and emotional health. Celebrate small victories and understand that change takes time. Focus on progress rather than perfection. Sample action plan. Here's a sample action plan to help you get started on overcoming emotional eating. Step 1. Keep a food diary. Track your eating habits and emotions for 1 week. Identify patterns and triggers. Step 2. Develop healthy coping mechanisms. Choose 2 to 3 alternative coping mechanisms, such as exercise, mindfulness, or journaling. Practice these techniques when you feel the urge to eat emotionally. Step 3. Create a supportive environment. Clean out your pantry and stock it with healthy foods. Plan and prepare balanced meals for the week. Step 4. Seek professional help. Consider working with a therapist or counselor to address underlying emotional issues. Step 5. Practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that progress takes time and celebrate small victories. The role of nutrition in managing emotional eating. Proper nutrition can play a significant role in managing emotional eating. Here are some dietary tips to help stabilize your mood and reduce the likelihood of emotional eating. 1. Eat regularly. Skipping meals or going too long without eating can lead to low blood sugar levels, increasing the likelihood of emotional eating. Aim to eat regular meals and snacks throughout the day to maintain stable blood sugar levels. 2. Include protein in every meal. Protein helps keep you full and satisfied, reducing the likelihood of reaching for unhealthy snacks. Include a source of protein in every meal, such as lean meats, fish, eggs, beans, or nuts. 3. Focus on fiber. Fiber-rich foods, such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes, can help you feel full and satisfied. These foods also provide essential nutrients that support overall health. 4. Limit processed foods. Processed foods are often high in added sugars, unhealthy fats, and sodium, which can negatively impact your mood and energy levels. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods to support your emotional and physical well-being. 5. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can sometimes be mistaken for hunger, leading to unnecessary snacking. Drink plenty of water throughout the day to stay hydrated and support overall health. That's it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.